Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
One of the answers that you just talked about, as you're saying, doesn't necessarily synergize as well with the rest of this, because it feels like you're kind of have, a bot side that wants to poke and play it slow. Yeah. Now you're kind of pairing that with some hard engage. But that being said, Ezreal...
Rid of maybe Sejuani EQ. You just stun her out and you're not going to get stunned yourself, but
yeah,
they want to make this play.
They're waiting for 3 on impact, and I think they're going to look.
See if they get it right now. Chain's going to land pretty good damage here. The chain across. No, the claw doesn't get reactivated in time. First blood early here for Blabber.
And that is huge. This matchup is not as hard for LeBlanc as it may seem. It is actually a very swingy matchup. If LeBlanc gets ahead, I honestly favor it to... I mean, it's a bit of a toss-up, but it's probably just skill-based. And that means it's going to really depend on the bot lane and the bot lane situation.
Oh, that's going to be the route in place, though. He jumps into double guns, and Danny has to flash back out to safety. Summoners are down for the entire EG bot lane. Berserker flashed in for the slow, and Danny serves himself up on a silver platter and turns his bot lane into gold.
Oh, can Jojo get both?
Yeah, I mean, he can't even recall, so it's going to be Jojo set up for a double right here. Thank you very much. Berserker knows best he can do is an execute, buys as much time as possible. Yuumi, both kills are unassisted, so the best it could have been for a 2-for-2.
Still, great roam from Jojo to actually bail them out, right? Because that was an absolute disaster. Berserker getting those kills.
Jojo didn't ult anything, it was already down, so just getting the flash out of the mid lane.
Gotta say, Jojo's doing great in this lane. Despite the fact that he actually died, he has been the one that, is up pressure. He's up 2 waves, maybe throwing it out.
Beautiful. Jojo trying to flash to make room for the claw, not
get cursed. It's the classic.
I believe Jojo had TP.
It helps me out a lot.
Yeah, I believe Jojo had TP, so the speed buff wasn't super important, but EG felt confident to start the Herald because...
Cloud9 is coming out, and we heard Max Waldo talking about how he thinks they're playing the best they have all year, but looking for ganking out.
Stuns on 01. Is it going to hit the kill off Sven? Is the question, because here comes Wukong. No look for the Berserk's going to hit it at Ezreal. Otto's coming across, locked in place. Blabber, 3 kills in a row now. Inspired, trying to stay alive, but his flash is already down. Yuumi will not save him. Double kill comes across, and a claw to safety. 2-for-0. Blabber.
At the very least.
Yep.
I do want to talk about builds, actually, because EG has some interesting builds. The first thing I noticed is Divine Thunder on Ezreal, which I think used to be really bad. And yeah. I want to go to Freak because...
I haven't looked since the Divine Thunder rework, so I actually couldn't tell you if it's definitely great. I mean, Triforce builds used to give you the first big power spike. There was so much power all at once. Hold on. Yeah, Impact is get away. One more Q would kill. Fudge could flash follow. He's going to try, and he gets into the tower. Fudge, solo kill.
True.
Blabber tries for mid. If Daddy wanted to go for any poke at all, he'd be getting himself killed. Herald will drop the turret to about 1,000 health, a bit under. See if they can go for any more out of that one. 0-0 turret score. Fudge crushing in the bottom lane. Engage looking at the mid lane, but they only root Blabber's clone. The re-engage not going to come through. The flash in, knock up to there, but they stun him. Oh, in front of the Ezreal. Just a complete int by Blabber. Gets nothing done.
Randomly just jumps in 1v3. Not necessarily 1v3. His team was there, but a bit too overzealous. And I think that was a weird timing for them to look for the kill.
Oh, wow. Fudge is on the flank. A flash for Danny. A stun's going to land it for now. Didn't manage to repost it in time. Will the re-engage look good? Fudge is almost out of mana. Impact's here. Double root comes in for Jojo. And it's going to be Berserker falling. Bailout will not last long enough. Zen's trying to run, but he's just run out of with no summoners. Impact slows the move. He's got a Yuumi. He's got a knockup. And we're going to see EG with signs of life. Couple of kills coming through. We're back in this game.
EG just like that. Fight actually be up there anymore. So as soon as the coverage is gone, he backs it up, avoids any sort of death, just checking the Baron, making sure there's not any sort of sneaky rush.
Yep. I have to say this was a very well-played sequence from both teams, to be honest, because I do think C9 opting to fight at this point.
Looks like he's probably just going to link up to Berserker, feeling like that's maybe the biggest threat for him.
And just looking from items, it looks like there's a huge item difference in top lane, and that is about...
Oh, already trying out of the tower, yes, and they get it. Jensen gets kill credit. Ulti comes through.
Contest, because Jojo's got to go back to base.
Yeah, they see him with the blue trinket. He's got to get all the way across and be careful. Jensen's on the track. Jensen's going to look for him. Jensen sees him. The flash in, a self-ult. But they're going to have that kill, you got to believe. TV comes in for Fudge. Quick reset on the Drake. Jojo gets out. Danny over the wall. They're going to try to find a single kill as recompense. And they might actually drop the Drake for now. Daniel going for the next side of the team fight. Impact still around. Blabber wants to engage. Can't find it yet, but almost Inspired drops. Flash to the wall. Stays safe for now. Blabber clone drops. A quick slow out of the Yuumi.
Oh, Danny on the chase.
Running. Danny's got a red buff, but Danny's getting attacked. Danny flashes back, but Blabber takes him down. The crab in his eyes, and he kills him. Out of the tower at 3-for-0. Cloud9.
I'm curious if they didn't do Baron because Ezreal has TP.
Yeah.
And that could be something that they're thinking about. I do think they could have gotten the Baron if Ezreal to win this team fight, but Berserker still had all of his juice. He's had the ultimate, he had the Gale Force, and this is one of the things that Aphelios can do. He can randomly just one-shot your whole team, and it's why this champion isn't as prioritized as Sivir and Zeri, but it's still a very strong champion.
Ooh, the double Berserk buys some time.
Fudge
Sven
in
comes
trouble.
back in and Fudge, they knock him down. Chase in for more as Sven was locked in the brush now as well. 2 for 0.
Could be. Jojo does still have ultimate, so that is something to keep in mind. They do have a turning tool. I think C9 is probably going to try to fight this, and it'll just come down to the mechanics at this point.
Can you find Blabber? He's got half a health bar. It's going to be a smite fight pretty soon into the mix. Danny gets one in a chance. They trade back Aatrox. Blabber's coming around. Wants to find it. The bounty's claimed. The smite comes through.
Oh, Danny's
alive. And Danny in the Baron pit just kills all of Cloud9.
Danny in the Baron pit, name of career, right? Like, he has a number of plays that are like top 3, top 5 LCS plays all time, and he's been around for like a year and a half. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, he makes it happen in the team fights. And this is like this. Like if I was on the enemy team, I would want anyone except Danny playing Ezreal right now.
It has to be almost instinctual, right? You can't really pause. You have to see the moment and then go right for it. And he is able to both recognize it and then execute on these.
But C9 doesn't really have a way to deal with a super fed Ezreal with a Yuumi on top of him. He's going the Frozen Heart Mom Malmortius build on Ezreal, which means he's super tanky. But if they get the flank...
On the front, pull back into Inspired, stopwatch for some time. Danny running away though. Fudge is on. Fudge is going to deal with them. And Fudge has got a full house cheering his name now as well. Vulcan dropped 3 for nothing.
They might try to end.
Ablaze Olive, welcome to your caster curse, buddy. No one can deal with Danny's Ezreal except Fudge, who takes matters in his own hands.
You're welcome.
Yep. Go Fish EG. We got mid getting crushed right now. Inhibitor turret going to be there. Impact wants to cut the wave, but there's already a wave here.
Yeah, and so it's going to be up to Jojo. He does have self-ult, so maybe you just try to go in and kill the wave here right away.
Yeah, might die for it. Roots in place, pull back, there's the self-ult. No, it's a stopwatch.
Oh, they're going to get it.
It's going to be the turrets falling. A couple minions die. The Nexus falls. Cloud9 2-0 EG.
Cloud9 taking us to match point here off of a heroic BP from Fudge. Finds the angle to get in on Danny, even with the Yuumi ultimate, even